This is Hayes Q Jones, your DVD and Blu-ray baller on a budget, baby. And this is HQ Videos for you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Please like, share, and of course subscribe. If you're a current subscriber, welcome back. You know the routine. This week, I actually went to North Tampa, hit a couple pawn shops. I actually did very well. I actually made this trip prior to Thanksgiving, before the Black Friday sale, so that's why video's a little bit late, or why it's from November. But before I actually get into the video and what I picked up, I'm one of these strange individuals that not only do I collect movies, I actually like to watch them. Yeah, I'm kind of weird like that. So to kick off this week's list of what I've been watching, I'm going to go to something streaming on Netflix. Elves. This is actually a Danish Netflix, I don't know if it's Netflix original, but it's a Netflix television series, first series. This family drives to a remote island, which is actually inhabited by elves. And these aren't the Lord of the Ring elves or your Santa elves. They're something completely different. I don't give spoilers, so I don't want to give out too much information. The family basically wants to escape the hustle and bustle of the city life, so they rent this remote place on this island that's inhabited by elves, and it's a family Christmas / horror show, which is totally different. It's kind of like R.L. Stine on steroids. A few gory scenes, but nothing that's going to give your kids nightmares if they're past 10, I don't think, unless, well, if they're past 10, they should be a safe age, though. Very decent dubbing from Danish to English, so get the opportunity, check out Elves on Netflix. Next pick is a Dollar Tree pick called Dark Water. I know there's some other movies called Dark Water. This is actually a Russian film. I believe it's a 2015 film. Initially, well, the genre is titled under as horror. It's not really horror. It's about two brothers and one brother's girlfriend, and they purchase this abandoned, I don't want to say it's a warship, but it kind of looks like some type of military Russian boat, and they're trying to restore it. And for the first 35 minutes, it's just like really kind of flat and dead. About 41 minutes into it, it gets a little bit interesting. And after I watched the movie, is actually not a horror movie. It's more of a suspenseful, believe it or not, romance. Once you see probably the last half an hour, it's like, okay, I actually really like this movie. If they had been titled suspense, drama, thriller, I probably would have picked it up. I picked it up because it was horror, though, but very decent story. Didn't go where exactly I thought it was going to go, went in a totally different direction. But that's why I love picking movies up at Dollar Tree. For $1, you can kind of experiment. You're not going to break the bank, and you might actually find something that you didn't expect you would like. So get the opportunity, Dark Water. Next pick is another Netflix movie, The Whole Truth. This is actually a Thai movie. Again, a lot of really banging movies and television shows coming out of Asia, Korea, China, now Taiwan. This story is about a single mom and her two children. She, again, I don't give too much away, she gets into a situation where her parents have to look after her kids. And the story is somewhat of a dual story. The story of what's going on with the grandparents, as well as what's going on in the house. It's a horror movie. It gave me a slight feel of M. Night Shyamalan's The Visit, with maybe a little bit of The Grudge in there. Key things you probably won't pay attention to: the glasses of milk she gives the boy, and there's projectile vomiting. Don't know why, but interesting movie. Not very scary, a little bit on the creepy side, but very interesting. Get the opportunity, The Whole Truth on Netflix. My last pick for the week is another Christmas movie on Netflix. It is December, so you're going to see a little more Christmas movies and Christmas specials on my watching list, so just be prepared. But my next pick is A Boy Named Christmas on Netflix. This is a new take on an old story. It starts out with a single father and his 3 kids, and it appears that the children lost their mother, the man lost his wife, I think within the past year or so, and he has to go somewhere, I think it's Christmas Eve, and he has their auntie come in to tell them a nighttime story. And I believe it's 2 boys and 1 girl, maybe between 5 and maybe 10 or 12, something like that. And the story is basically what the aunt is telling them. Weird thing though, in the thumbnail of the tag, it said thematic elements. As far as thematic elements, theme, I thought that was very weird though. But great story. Had some scenes I didn't expect. Some very sad scenes in there also, so be prepared if someone gets emotional. You might want to shield your kids from this. But overall, very good story, very good take on an old Christmas story, a new variation on it. So really enjoyed that. So get the opportunity, if you have Netflix or if you have a Fire Stick and you got your hustle on, check out A Boy Named Christmas. Now, without further ado, sit back, relax, have a drink, have a smoke, and I'll catch you on the other end of this video. And you just see Shaka and Sheer just chilling from the little baby Christmas tree. That's what they do. We are on the corner of 22nd and Fletcher out in Tampa on this nice fall morning. Gonna have a busy day planned, so let's kind of jump into this value pawn and see what they have, this easy pawn.
Team members should not request or urge customers to wear masks. This is my 5th day.
Blu-rays for $1 and DVDs for 25 cents. Couldn't pass that up, so had to stock up a little bit. One more stop, then headed back to the Black Cave. Before I get into what I picked up at Value City, just want to show a couple of purchases from eBay and Amazon. I think both of these are eBay. Better luck tomorrow. Haven't seen this in probably at least a decade or more. It's like, I don't say Asian gang, but Asian youth sound like the many youths, Asian youths, and I guess what they're getting into. I can't think of the other Asian movie that just came out recently, Rich Asian or something like that. I think this might be more of the middle class, illegal side of the Chinese culture. But haven't seen this in a while. Looking forward to watching it again. Justin Lin film. This is a Paramount release. Last time I saw this was on DVD, maybe even VHS. Better luck tomorrow. And my other mail pick actually got the Blu-ray of this, I think, at a pawn shop for like $1 or $2, and didn't realize it was actually in 3D. So I think I may have paid like $10 for this on Amazon UK. Beauty and the Beast 3D. Haven't watched this yet. I've seen the cartoon, haven't seen the live action. If it's Disney, you can pretty much guarantee Disney IMAX. Those two, you pretty much guarantee the 3D is going to be pretty much on point. I would say Sony. Sony's pretty consistent too with their 3D pictures. So I have the Blu-ray and the DVD. Excuse me, the Blu-ray and the 3D Blu-ray. And of course, this is Disney, Beauty and the Beast. And these are my mail pickups for the week. Now, what I picked up at Value City, I actually had this before. It's a good movie, even though Bill Maher is a prick. I really think he's a prick. But he has an interesting take on religion. And the last couple I had, the disc was really kind of scratched up. So basically replacement disc, but I still think Bill Maher is a dick. Religious. The next one, I'm pretty sure I just got the 3D of this. I actually purchased, I think like 8 or 9 3D movies from this dealer. One of them was bad. It was called The Loser. And I think it's the same movie, except this is just called The Grand. It's in 3D. So looking forward to compare these two. I mainly got this because this is a Anchor Bay, which is out of release. And I do like Woody Harrelson, old boy from Arrested Development. I recognize him. She looks familiar. These two, not so much. The Grand, Anchor Bay, and so Blockbuster disc. Old Blockbuster case, I should say. The Grand. Next one, I'm pretty sure I have this on like a multi-disc, one of those I think it's Brentwood Hill releases, Echo Bridge type, where they had give you like 101 movies on one disc. They're all compressed and somewhat blurry. So I wanted to get this final countdown with Billy D, Mr. Colt 45 himself. And this is, I guess, an independent release because it says DVD movie. I don't even see the distributor on it, just DVD movie. That's the distributor. Final countdown. Next one, I actually had a bootleg of this. Haven't watched this in years. This is an 80s movie. Winona Ryder, I think this is before she became a klepto, and Jeff Daniels, Welcome Home, Roxy Carmichael. And of course, this is before Strange Things. So she made a good recovery of her career. I'm not sure what's up with the shoplifting thing though, but I don't remember too much about this movie. I just remember it's kind of one of those 80s classics that didn't have the Brat Pack in them. I think 80s, maybe 90s. Let me look. What year was this? I can't see the year. Looks like 1990 or something like that. Welcome Home, Roxy Carmichael, Paramount Pictures. Next we have Bette Midler and Woody Allen. I have this on DVD. I haven't watched it yet. Scenes from a Mall.
It's a Mill Creek release. Again, sometimes it's better to know less about people's personal lives as far as actors and actresses. That's why I try not to learn too much about their personal lives, because it may influence how I actually feel about their movie. So, scenes from them all. Next, we have Sacha Baron Cohen. I would never pay more than $1 for this. I've seen the character Borat. I've never seen the movie. This is one of those things, if I'm just really bored and in a goofy mood, I'll watch this. Bruno. And if you've seen this is actually funny, let me know. I get it's a certain type of humor you have to be in the mood for. And what release? Who is that? Is it Sony? No, Universal. It's a Universal release. Next, we have another Disney release, Beverly Hills Chihuahua, the greatest Chihuahua movie of all time. I didn't know there was a whole lot of Chihuahua movies to compare it to. Disney release, cute movie. I like animal movies, so if I'm ever in that kind of goofy Disney, I don't know if there's a talking Chihuahua or not. I wonder if it's a Chihuahua from Taco Bell. Quiero Taco Bell. So, and who is in here? I just know the dogs. I don't know the chick. Anywho, Beverly Hills Chihuahua for $1. Another one, Joey King and Selena Gomez, Ramona and Beezus, A Little Sister Goes a Long Way. I'm sure it's a family type film, 20th Century Fox. Never a huge Gomez fan, but do like kids movies, family movies. So if ever in one of those kind of Sound of the Music, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Tooth Fairy type movies, I'll pop this in. Ramona and Beezus. Next, we have Renee Zellweger. I think before she got all that weird plastic surgery to her face. And Harry Connick Jr., New in Town, genuinely funny. It looks like a comedy romance. I like Harry Connick Jr. I think he's pretty talented as a singer and also as an actor. Just talking to someone the other day about him in Copycat, excellent movie. Also him in the Will Smith Independence Day. So, haven't seen this, interested to see what this is like. Like my romantic comedies every now and then. This is a Lionsgate release from 2009, 12 years ago. Never seen this one either. I think this is the 80s, maybe early 90s film. Matthew Modine, Daphne Zuniga, and Christine Alati, Gross Anatomy, Mill Creek release. I'm sure this is about interns, another kind of romantic comedy. And what year did this come out in? I'm just curious. Released 2011. Maybe it's not a 90s movie. Seems like it's older than Matthew Modine. Maybe not. Time is starting to blur for me as I get older. Gross Anatomy, Mill Creek release. Don't have this in 3D. I know it comes in 3D. Just not a big hurry to get it. But for $1, I'll replace my bootleg copy of Frozen, the collector's edition, for just $1. We have Frozen. It's a good movie, good Disney movie, good winter Disney movie. Next, I had the DVD of this, upgrading for, actually, I think they only charged me 25 cents instead of the whole $1 because they thought it was a DVD, but hey, they won't scream, I won't holler. Rick Gervais, whatever, he's an asshole. Jennifer Gardner, Jonah Hill, Louis C.K., the Mad Masturbator, Rob Lowe, underage, and Tina Fey. The Invention of Lying. I haven't watched this in a while. Warner Brother release. It's in the old blockbuster case. Looking forward to watching these group of misfits again in real life and probably in this movie. The Invention of Lying. Next, I'm a big Daniel Craig fan as far as him being Bond. He might be the best Bond today, and that's saying a lot since you had Sean Connery. And my favorite, can't believe I just having a brain fart. Roger Moore is my favorite Bond. Probably Sean Connery. Daniel Craig might be overtaking both of them though. Haven't seen this. Logan Lucky. Don't know. Oh, that's the guy who played the villain in the new Star Wars. Kal-El. What's his name? Kyrie, whatever. I hated that guy, and he was like the weakest villain ever. Maybe he's better in this. Logan Lucky. And let's see if this actually works. You have the Blu-ray and the DVD. Kyren. I can't think of that. That's how sucky of a villain he was in Star Wars. And the last one for $1, season 1 and season 2, Combo Doggy, Workaholics. I've seen episodes of this. This is really silly, guys. So again, this is another silly watch. I don't even know how many seasons of the Workaholics there are. I don't know if there's more than 2. But this is my Value City eBay pickup. You know the routine. Give me a minute. Let me separate the plastic from the disc and the artwork, put them where they belong, and get you good people on your way. Hold on. Okay, have everything logged. There we go. Have everything logged into my CLZ Movies app. That's C's in Charlie, L's in Lima, Z's in Zebra. And let's finish this up. I have everything laid out and ready to go back in its proper place. As usual, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me, talking movies, looking at movies. If you haven't subscribed yet, if you made it this far in the video, what are you waiting for? Smash the like, hit the subscribe button. If nothing else, give me the big thumbs up. Hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. Matter of fact, I take these things a week in advance, so I'm cooking my chili right now. So, may the best of your past be the worst of your future. Everyone be safe. Peace.